welcome to my new home in Hong Kong. This is my kitchen area, and I think it's a nice glimpse of my home. I'll show you my bedroom and my bathroom in other videos, but I think for the first video I'll just show you a little bit just like my kitchen. It's very small and tiny, and it's perfect for one person, and I do cook. It's now 6:30 and it's Saturday, but I'm staying in. I think I'm staying in because it's been really hot. It's cooling down a little bit right now, but it's been like 35 degrees with a typhoon warning. And yesterday I went out there. I'm living in Aberdeen. I grew up here around this area in Aberdeen, so it's very close, just like across the sea, and that's my childhood area. So yesterday I went out and I took some shots of my neighborhood to show you around, and I think it's best to do it separately, to do this video and the shots separately, because once I go outside, like I'm wearing a hat and then a lot of sunscreen, and my face is red like a tomato, and yeah, the sun has been really strong sunshine, although it's already September. So yeah, it's quite hot. And I'm staying in with my air conditioner. I want to look nice and clean and neat for this video. And yeah, it seems really like a fantasy. It seems like not that long ago I did a video about my new home in London, and now it's like new home in Hong Kong. It's such a quick transition, and it's been a very difficult time for me. I seem a bit nervous because I haven't done a video in quite a while. And the last time I spoke English was actually in the previous YouTube video, so it's been over a month, and actually 2 months actually, because in that video I kept saying that I felt so tired with the show time being very late. It's like 2:30, and then we finished at around 3:30. I got back to my room at around 4, and I still shot a little video for YouTube. And yeah, it's been a very difficult time for me, because after that show we actually had some difficulty with the transportation back to Hong Kong, so because there was a typhoon, so they cancelled the train. But anyway, long story short, we had a tough time coming back, and I had just a physical exhaustion. It took me about 2 weeks to recover. Because after COVID I actually had a lot of complications, and so that's why I reduced the amount of shows, and I went to London for a while, because I really wanted a change in my lifestyle. I've done over 200 shows around mainland China, and I just really wanted to see if I can change city and meet new people, and maybe have a new chapter. And things did not go so well in London, and I decided to come back and resume my old life doing stage shows. But I just realized physically, and just like I don't have the stamina, to be very honest, to do those late shows. So I've decided to stop doing late shows right now, and I'll see you during the day or earlier in the evening around dinner time, or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I think I still have the energy to do so, but you know, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, sorry, yeah, maybe only a few shows a year. And also with my assistant, I've decided to stop working with him for now. We've been traveling for over 8 years, and it's been very difficult in my heart to end things. But it's time because I coming back from London to Hong Kong. I've changed quite a lot, and maybe it's the lifestyle in London. I feel like the people in Hong Kong, they're quite harsh with their words, and also it's that in general I feel like they're quite negative actually, and quite cynical. And I try to reconnect with my girlfriends in Hong Kong. I had a few girlfriends that go back like 20 years or almost 30 years, like 16 years or so, and we met up, and it's very difficult because they're married, and maybe it's the Hong Kong Chinese mindset that the fact that I'm still single really bother them. So I have decided not to see them as much, maybe only like once in a few years, and so it's been very painful. I could not sleep that well because but it's the same case. Like when I got back to Hong Kong from Melbourne, Australia, I was there when I was 13. I came back when I was 19, and I felt the same. Like I had no friends, and I felt like I tried to reconnect with my classmates from year 7 in Hong Kong, so when we were 12. But by the time I got back, I was almost 20. So of course we grew into our own personalities, and it felt like a familiar face, but you have nothing more to say. And it shocked me, like when I reconnect with my girlfriends in Hong Kong this time, because I was only away for a year and a half, so I didn't expect that the lives would be so dramatically different from mine, because they're married with children. So the perspective, they would rather hang out with the other moms because they can talk about their kids and they can talk about their husbands. And they told me very, very honestly that they actually prefer to hang out with other moms, and that really hurt me, you know. It's very difficult for me to explain to them why I stay single, why some people stay single. And I feel like you have your path, I have my own path, and so it's quite silly. It's quite silly for a woman to compare and to judge, to be judgmental. I feel like they have nothing to really say to me because I'm still as a single woman. It's very different to their lives as a mom and as a wife, and so I've decided to stop seeing them so much, and it hurt me very much inside because I'm quite sentimental. I like seeing old friends, and for me to cut friends off like 20 years of memories. But I try to tell myself, if they have judgment and I feel hurt for a few days after seeing them, I can't really afford to feel hurt for a few days. At this stage of my life, I want every day to be productive and enjoyable and fun and relaxing. I don't want to see an old friend and be judged and feel hurt by her words for a few days. I can't really afford that. I can't really afford a night of no sleep because those words in my mind hurting me so much, because I expect to have really fun girly times, but they're more about their mom talks right now. So unfortunately I have to make new friends. have thought about it, how to go about in my new chapter in Asia, and I think the only the only path is to circulate. I think that is the key term. yeah, to circulate and use Hong Kong as a base, but go out and meet new people, make new friends, even for short trips in Asia for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I can go to Thailand, I can go to Japan, I can go to Taiwan, go to Singapore, you know, just go out there and meet new people who are more positive and hopefully more international and more Western in their mindset. I won't hear those judgments like, why are you still single, those type of judgment. Yeah, it's been in Hong Kong. I like Hong Kong. This is my hometown, my family's here. I like seeing my niece, I like seeing my parents and taking them out for nice meals and enjoy family gatherings. But in terms of finding the resonance and also the spiritual connection in Hong Kong, I really feel this is quite an empty space for me. Although I go back to yoga, I go back to my old yoga center, the first thing I go back once I go back to Hong Kong is, you know, sign up for membership at my old yoga studio, which is pure yoga, and I've been a member for over 16 years right now. So yeah, I'm quite a yogi. I like to practice yoga every single day. I like my classmates, but I can see them that they have changed as well. It used to be very different, the vibe. It used to be a friendly place they can connect, but nowadays everyone's on their phone like addictively, even on the MTR, on the trains. It's one thing that is quite different from London, because in London you can't really when I was there, you can't really use your phone when you're taking the underground, so people would look at each other, and it feels like a real human world. But in Hong Kong, because I see people walking down the stairs, or just walking around, but they're looking at their phones all the time, and they're not even looking at human faces. They're looking at their phone all the time, and I look at their phones to see what they're looking at, and they're playing video games or they're reading a novel. So I've started to read my novels on my phone right now in Hong Kong, because I know that people won't look at me, and yeah, they just like, everyone's with their head down. Yeah, to sum up, I've been staying at home and in my neighborhood quite a lot, and I kind of promised myself that once I'm back in Hong Kong, I'll go out and socialize. I went to a few parties, like my friends celebrating their 60th birthdays, and yeah, I don't know, it feels like I'd rather stay home, because the mood in Hong Kong has changed quite a lot, and I actually don't even know where to go. Today's Saturday, and it's now almost 7 o'clock, and I would rather stay home and, you know, talk to you guys and all that. And so I've decided for now, although I have a home in Hong Kong, but I'll keep circulating in Asia or even somewhere far away if I have the opportunity, and also, you know, the time and the energy and the budget. And I'll do more photo shoots and video shoots and put them on Patreon, so it'll be for you, for my exclusive community. And I'll put the link down below, and I'll start right away this month, September, and I'll keep it going for at least until Christmas and see how it goes. And yeah, I think just be more creative and more productive, and because I like artistic, so I'll keep the photos classy and really artistic. On my Patreon, I'll put private photos, videos and travel stories on there for you to see. And I have not worn a bikini in 6 years. I bought 2 sets before COVID, so that was like 6 years ago, and I have not worn them because my trip to Koh Samui, I remember I took photos and video on my iPhone 8, and I edited the videos and put on YouTube, and they went on and got millions of views. But those videos also got stolen by other people, and other users of fake accounts saying that they're Candy, and they use it. They take my photos and videos, and I feel like I deserve a little privacy when I share my work. And then I'm also on this app called Rednote, and on that app actually I'll create some content that are related to makeup and cosmetics and beauty. I'll try to put English subtitles in those videos. It's going to be quite productive and creative time for me. And yeah, if you're in Hong Kong, you can come and visit my area. It's called Aberdeen. And what's so special about this area is like the vibe is like a little fishing village. So yeah, I grew up here around Aberdeen, so it's very close to my childhood area. I grew up here from when I was born till I was 12. Then I moved to the east side of Hong Kong Island, and yeah, but I like the south side. Our family, we always say that, you know, would be very nice if we can move back to the south of Hong Kong Island, because the sky is so much more blue, and it's just because it faces Southeast Asia, so it's quite close to Ocean Park as well. So the vibe is completely different from Hong Kong Island. But you can come and visit this area. It's a tiny island, and it's connected to the main island, Hong Kong Island, by bridge, and the train, the MTR, actually go on the bridge as well. And so I really enjoy the park. There are quite a few ancient temples downstairs in that park, and I really like to see the boats coming and going. Yeah, because when I was in London and I was thinking about moving back, I asked myself which part of Hong Kong do I miss the most. It's my childhood area. I actually told some strangers in the pub in London that I'm from Aberdeen in Hong Kong, the Aberdeen in Hong Kong, and really miss my childhood area. I think once you're far away, like when you miss your hometown, you miss your childhood area. And this is why I chose this area, because I grew up here and I really want to spend time here and, you know, have a good rest, have a good reset, think about my future, and to start a new chapter here. I'll put the links of my Patreon and also my Rednote down below, so you'll see the contents. They're quite different. I think on Patreon I won't talk about beauty as much, maybe just a little bit, but I'll focus on creating artistic material, artistic photos and videos. Probably I'll work with some photographers when I'm overseas, and I really look forward to that, because I know I feel stuck a little bit because I'm not using my creative energy as much. Yeah, when I moved into this home, it had nothing. I had nothing. I had I had 18 boxes when I got back to Hong Kong, and they were like winter clothing and beddings. So I had to buy all the new furniture, but it's all settled now. I've got everything right now, so it's all settled and I can move on. So for fall and winter, you'll see me more on these two platforms. I think for YouTube, I'll put a vlog out there once in a while, maybe once in a month. But if you want to see more of me, you have to follow Patreon or Rednote. You'll see me on there a bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you come by Hong Kong, please visit the Southern District. Go to Ocean Park, come to Aberdeen for afternoon tea or for a nice lunch. They have these boat noodles, Hong Kong boat noodles. So they're quite authentic and very nice and fresh. And so you see me around, walking around. It's quite a small island, so you see me. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.